Let's finish up the upper for the all grass Jordans. The sneaker's looking amazing so far. I love how it looks. The white pops on the green, the two tones of the green. But next, we gotta add the eyelets up top. We gotta add the wings. We gotta stitch the toe to the front so we have a full-on upper, but we gotta start thinking about the liner for the inside. I think I'm gonna go with just a nice black canvas as well as an all black canvas on the tongue. I think it'll be really nice and it'll pop really well, as well as just like white laces. I think that'll be really simple, just really pop again, right? But I really gotta think about the liner, make sure that it covers all this rubber, because this is all like, it's uncomfortable, and this being on your foot 24/7 would be really painful, like really painful. So we gotta get all that prepped up, but I love the progress that we're making so far. Now in the last video, if you want to go check that out, I broke like 5 needles just in this back heel. It was miserable. I went through like almost all the needles that I got, so I got to order more. So this is going to take a lot longer than I thought, but let's start stitching the eyelets and see where it goes. So the eyelets are stitched on and it is looking even better than before, and I don't even know how we could do that, but it's looking amazing. We got the toe box finished as well. Now the next step, what I got to do is I got to go to the store, buy some canvas, buy all the materials for the inside so we could liner it up, so then we could finish the full-on upper, because after that, then we're stitching the toe to the upper, and boom, before you know it, we are creating the full-on all grass, all turf Air Jordan 1. So I just came back from the fabric store. I ended up getting stretchy black denim. I thought it would be really cool, and it's just really comfortable on the inside of the sneaker, as well as I ended up making the tongue, and we got the piping around the edges. But I just got a text from a buddy, and hear me out. I think you watched yesterday's video. If you want to check that out, I'm posting every single day, so there's a full series of the grass Jordan. But he said white liner for the inside so it looks like the hole while golfing to make it a hole in one. And I got enough material for that, and I did not think about that before, but now thinking about it right now, it almost makes more sense than the black liner. Because hear me out, we got an all grass Jordan, and then it would be like a white inside what it looks like that, so it would look like the hole in one for golfing. Does it make sense? I think it's a better idea than the black liner, because with the black liner I was trying to go more for like a factory look, like it looked like it was supposed to be a grass shoe, right? But let's push the boundaries. I like the white a lot more. We're gonna cut white, and luckily I have barely enough for the liner. I'm not too sure about the tongue, so we'll worry about that when we get there, but for right now, let's make the liner. This is the most nervous I've been making this shoe so far, because with all the other panels I broke so many needles, and now adding the liner, I have no idea what's gonna happen. But what I'm gonna do is stitch the liner on the back side. We're gonna flip it over and cross our fingers that it comes out nice. Before I go on my rant right now, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's supporting the channel. It really means a lot. I appreciate all the likes, subscribes, everything, all the comments. I'm reading them. I'm trying to reply back to all of them. But I had to say that. It really means a lot. Thank you to everyone. Now that being said, let me tell you, this shoe is probably the most difficult one I've ever made. And I've made lots of difficult ones, especially all the clear ones, the Dunk, Jordan, Air Force, you guys know, right? This has been the most difficult sneaker I've ever constructed, I've ever even touched with. I don't want to be too negative, because we're pushing the boundaries, right? We're trying to make it cool, but like this stuff is crazy. I mean, this is what you got to do to really have some crazy ideas, because I'm breaking a lot of needles with this. This material is just really pushing back on me. It does not want to work. Now we're pushing through it, right? We're gonna finish this sneaker, but like let's just talk about it. So the material, right? It's all cool. It's white and whatnot, but like the back stitching up here, now it's really hard to take it away, and you might be like, what does that mean by take it away? Like the ridge up here, it's really difficult to stitch on, and before you know it, you rip through all the material. You got to re-stitch it, and also my sewing machine just does not like this. It keeps on stopping. Like the back side of this, you got all these ridges going on, and it really fights against the needle. So imagine, right, the needle going in and out, but whenever you got just a fine amount of like ridge right there, what the needle does is that it goes down and then it crosses, so then it like misses your bobbin on the bottom and it messes it up. You got to sew to understand that, but like, so you'll be stitching a bit. Oh, broke the needle. Let's do it again. Oh, broke the needle. Let's do it again. And then like when it even gets more, that's a really good example. But like even another example, right? When you're going through this material right here, you got like 3 different layers. So then it's like and then I went through, I think I've gone through about 12 needles now. 12 needles now. This is not a negative segment at all. No negativity here, because we're pushing the limits. I mean, this is what you go through, right? Maybe people do want to see you rant. I mean, I'm ranting right now, but I just think it's funny because like I'm complaining about making a sneaker, right? That's what I think is funny. It's because you're just like, why are you complaining about it? We can't complain about it because it's still coming out amazing. Now it looks a little rough right now because I got to cut out all this excess, but I'm not going to cut it out until we add the wings on here. Sheesh. I mean, because the idea, right? The idea is whenever you see golfing and on the putter, right? You got this hole on the green and it's outlined in white. So this was, shout out to Michael, he gave me this idea. Like this is a concept and I really like it. Now I'm worried about it getting dirty. Now I'm not worried about it getting dirty, but I'm worried about how fast it will get dirty with whether it's a dirty sock going in and out. And now with the liner, this is the next situation that we're going through, because right here, right? You're feeling it, you're feeling it. You could feel all the ridges on the backside. Your boy's toe is gonna go in here, right? I don't, that's gonna be a rough night if I got all these ridges on my toe. So maybe sand it down. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like, they got this material at the fabric store and it's scuba. What is scuba? Well, that's literally the material you use to like scuba dive in. And it's flexible enough and it's bendable enough where I think I'm gonna go with that, because there's enough give where it's thin enough to be a liner. Your foot's not gonna sweat, because they got like hybrid stuff. It's not the actual thick scuba, but it's enough to distract you where you don't feel all these ridges. I mean, it's gonna scratch you, right? I'm ranting on too much, but I mean, we got the whole inside going on. We got 2 layers of foam going in there. This is really nice denim. It's a flexible denim. It doesn't look like denim. It is denim, and it's really nice. It's really comfortable. I stitched it all on the bottom just to keep it there overnight, because I'm sure it's gonna try to stretch out just with the nature of them. The toe is looking fantastic. It's looking great. The next problem that we're gonna run into is lasting. So we got the upper, right? We're gonna have to last it, pull it underneath to form the sneaker. I don't know how I'm gonna keep it onto the last. Now my idea is like, this is like tough enough. There's a lot of texture. It should glue properly and it should glue right, but there's not gonna be any like leveling whatsoever. We just, you know, we just ride it. We call it a day. There's no cut in the bottom or whatnot, because this is all you got. You just got one layer. Call it a day, and it's not like it's gonna all stick to it. So now if you do want to learn the shoemaking process, join my shoemaking course, link down in the description. I teach you from start to finish how to make your own sneaker, deconstruct, reconstruct, pattern making, more pattern making, tear it apart, make even more patterns. You could apply this to any sneaker you want, not just dunk. Now I got a Jordan right here, and I forgot this was a Jordan, but it could also work for dunks. It could also work for Air Force Ones. It could also work for Adidas like Yeezy. Why is my voice getting quiet right now? I don't know. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, watch this video right here.